Jade Thirlwall reflects on teenage romance with Harry Styles. A blast from the past. Jade Thirlwall, a former member of the chart-topping girl group Little Mix, recently opened up about a short-lived romance from her teenage years. In a candid interview on the Louis Theroux Podcast, Thirlwall, now 32, recalled a time in 2010 when she had a brief fling with none other than Harry Styles, the charming British singer who would go on to achieve global superstardom as a member of One Direction. It's a story of young love, missed connections, and the bittersweet realization of how quickly things can change in the world of show business. It was very brief, a lot of people don't even know this story, Thirlwall said with a laugh. We went on like one date when we were 16 or something, she added, reflecting on a time before both of their lives would be changed by the global spotlight. The story dates back to when Styles was still auditioning for the X Factor in 2010. At the time he was just a teenager and so was Thirlwall, who was in the early stages of her music career. Thirlwall had already had her sights set on a music career, though she wasn't yet a household name. The path of her career was soon to take an unexpected turn as she would go on to form the powerhouse girl group Little Mix with Perry Edwards, Jessie Nelson and Leanne Pinnock, winning the hearts of fans around the world. But at that point in time she and Styles were just two hopeful teenagers navigating the whirlwind that is the X Factor. A brief spark. Thirlwall's recollection of her fling with Styles is sweet and simple. An innocent encounter between two young people, both new to the world of fame and success. We were both just kids, Nothing too serious, Thirlwall explained. We kept in touch for a little while after that, but once Harry started making it big with One Direction, things changed quickly. Indeed, the timing of their short romance coincided with the early days of One Direction's rise to fame. Styles, alongside his bandmates Niall Horan, Zayn Malik, Louis Tomlinson, and the late Liam Payne, had recently formed One Direction, a band that would go on to become one of the most successful musical acts of the 2010s. When the group was put together and started making waves, Styles became the center of attention, quickly rising to fame. But as Thirlwall recalled, that early attention meant their brief connection didn't last long. The minute they went on live shows he didn't message me back. I thought, that's it now. He's gone. He's made it. Thirlwall, though seemingly understanding of the situation, couldn't help but feel a little left behind as Styles began his meteoric rise to fame. Their story didn't end there, however, as fate would bring them together again. The reunion at the X Factor. Thirlwall's own journey to stardom took a significant turn the following year when she, alongside Perry Edwards, Jessie Nelson and Leanne Pinnock, formed the girl group Little Mix. The group auditioned for the X Factor in 2011, and their undeniable talent led them to become the first girl group to win the competition. It was a momentous achievement that would propel Little Mix into global stardom, but it also marked the beginning of Thirlwall's deeper connection with the world of the X Factor and its stars. It was during this time, in 2012, when Thirlwall and Harry Styles had a memorable reunion. After Little Mix's victory on the X Factor, the group was invited back to the show to perform, alongside other major artists, including One Direction, who were by now international sensations. Backstage at the show, Thirlwall crossed paths with Styles again. She recalled, I saw him backstage when One Direction was performing at the X Factor. He came up to me and he was like, I'm really sorry that I ignored you. Thirlwall laughed as she recounted the awkwardness of the moment, but also the lightheartedness with which Styles had approached it. It was a gesture of goodwill and she appreciated it, although as she put it, it wasn't really something she took to heart. Growing pains and moving on. At the time of their brief romance, Thirlwall and Styles were both teenagers, and neither could have predicted how quickly their lives would change once they became international stars. Looking back, Thirlwall described their interaction with a sense of humor and maturity, saying, I was so young at the time. It didn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. It's clear that there were no hard feelings between the two, as Thirlwall explained that their lives simply moved in different directions. He was so focused on One Direction and I was focused on Little Mix. Our paths didn't really cross again after that. However, the reunion moment backstage seemed to offer some closure, with Styles acknowledging the awkwardness of their previous interaction. For Thirlwall, her music career continued to flourish with Little Mix. The group achieved great success, releasing hit albums and becoming one of the most prominent girl groups in music history. They reached millions of fans across the globe, earning accolades and breaking records along the way. Meanwhile, Styles went on to have a successful solo career, further cementing his status as a global icon with critically acclaimed albums and a diverse range of projects. Both Thirlwall and Styles achieved their dreams, though their early connection remained a fleeting chapter in their lives. Jade Thirlwall today, new beginnings. While Jade Thirlwall's past connection with Harry Styles was brief, it has become an endearing piece of her story, something that fans love to hear about. But Thirlwall has moved forward in a big way in recent years. After the conclusion of Little Mix's hiatus, Thirlwall made the bold decision to pursue a solo career. She embarked on this new journey in 2023, and just a few months ago she released her fourth single as a solo artist, which garnered widespread praise. The single, which came out on January 10, 2025, marks a new era for Thirlwall, who has long been known for her incredible vocal talent, distinctive style and vibrant personality. Thirlwall is also happily in a relationship with Jordan Stevenson, a star from the musical duo Rizzle Kicks. The couple has kept a relatively low profile, but their relationship has been a source of joy for the singer, who has spoken openly about how happy and supported she feels with Stevenson by her side. In her personal life and career, Thirlwall has continued to grow as an artist and as a person. As she moves forward with her solo career, her fans are excited to see what the future holds for the talented singer. There's no doubt that her journey, which began with a brief teenage romance with a future superstar, has been nothing short of extraordinary. The power of friendship and growth. One of the most heartwarming aspects of Thirlwall's story is her continued friendship with her Little Mix bandmates, Perry Edwards, Jesse Nelson, and Leanne Pinnock. While Jesse Nelson left the group in 2020, the bond between the remaining three members has only grown stronger over the years. Their journey together has been marked by not only professional triumphs but also personal growth, with each member of the group taking time to explore individual passions. Though Little Mix is currently on a break, fans remain hopeful that the band will reunite one day, and Thirlwall's solo career will continue to thrive in the meantime. Her evolution from a teen with a fleeting romance with Harry Styles to a confident, accomplished